be our last one for a while, and then we're going to hope to get it going again here in a couple of weeks when basketball starts.
That's what they're telling us. It may be 3 or 4 weeks, but supposedly we're just waiting to be told how we're going to do things. So we should be able. I think they're going to post some things on Facebook and try to keep people in the loop as what's going on when we get ready to go again.
And it's been a great season. Been sponsored by Cottle Chipping. We really appreciate that. We're waiting on some of the football guys. We're on a tight time schedule, but they must be really preparing today for Wellston. But we do. They lost to Nelsonville York last week. Nelsonville York looked like a really good team. They got Wellston, the arch rival, coming up. It's kind of like Ohio State, Michigan. Wellston even wears those colors, Jeff.
Yes, they do. That's one of the things.
Well, while we're waiting on Marcus and the other four seniors, we do have Brian Campbell. Let's get Brian in here.
Here he comes.
Interview the other seniors. So Brian, come on in. Right here, Brian. Brian is a senior. He plays line. And good to see you, Brian.
Oh, how are you, Paul?
Good, Brian. This is Jeff. And Brian also wrestles, right?
Yes, sir.
So you get a double dose of coach games.
Yes, sir.
So is it more fun being on his team when you're playing football or wrestling?
I'd probably have to say wrestling just because that's the thing that really holds my heart.
Holds your heart? Okay.
It sure is a lot of fun playing football for him.
It is. All right, what are your plans when you get out of school, Brian?
I'm hoping to join a labor union and just work and.
I know you work at Campbell's too, right?
Yes, sir.
That's
yes,
good.
Sir.
He's a good kid, works hard. And what's the thing you're going to remember most about this season?
It's probably just going to be the times I got to spend with guys that I've been going to school with since grade school and middle school. It was just a really good time getting to be there with them.
10 of you guys, and you guys will always be teammates forever, no matter how many years
Yes,
it
sir.
takes. Yep. And so you got Wellston coming up. You guys ready for that?
Yeah. We've been trying to prepare all week, and I think we're ready. I think we're ready to go into it.
And I think that we'll ask Marcus when he gets here, if you guys do have a chance of going to the playoffs, perhaps if you do win. So it'll take a long trip, but it'd be worth it, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just to get another game in, it'd be nice.
That'd be good. And obviously Nelsonville was a tough one for you guys.
Yeah, it was a bad night.
Yeah. So your plans already work for a labor union. What do you want to do?
Probably just be a laborer eventually. Hopefully get some heavy machinery licensing and run machines one day.
That's
make
good
money, hopefully.
That's good. And so you're going to miss these 10 guys, huh?
Yeah, I am. A lot of these guys, like, I know Bowen, me and him have been going to school together since we started school. And I know most of the...
West Elementary?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I've known most of these guys since either West or elementary school, so it's really been great getting to see everybody grow up, and it's nice to see everybody getting ready to graduate and everything.
What do you like playing better, offense or defense?
I prefer playing D-end.
D-end? Okay, that's good. That's
Defense.
good. And so you guys are ready this week, and Marcus has you, I'm sure, probably doing some strange stuff with you guys up there to get you prepared, right?
Yeah, I'm sure you've met Marcus before.
I've coached with Marcus. Trust me, I know. Marcus says he's on his way,
All right.
so that's good. Jeff, I guess anything you have for Brian?
Well, does it seem like just the other day you were like in first grade? Has this went really fast?
Yeah, it's kind of wild and nervy being a senior in high school. This is really the end of it all.
Oh yeah.
Well, it kind of is, but it's also kind of
It's really just the end of a chapter. You got a whole
School,
book.
you
Yeah.
know what I mean.
People don't realize when they're in high school, it's the best time of your life because you're going to be around people your own age, and then you get out of school, you got to be with old guys like
Oh
you.
yeah, us guys.
Jeff
Yeah.
and I. So anybody you want to send a shout out to?
I want to say thank you to all the guys that have been here for this football season. I'm glad I got to play football with all you guys. I love my family. Thank you guys, and it was great to see you. Thank you.
Well, Brian, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks
Always
for
enjoyed
spending a
you.
couple
Thank you.
minutes
It
with
was very
us.
nice
We
to meet you.
appreciate it.
We're still waiting on Marcus. So, Jeff,
Well, Bob, what you can do is kind of go over. You've got a format of what we're going to try to get
okay.
done tonight.
We-
Go over that.
And if we go a little over, I guess we got Jimmy and is Faith here? Is Faith
Well,
here?
let's talk to
Is
Faith.
Coach K here? Let's bring Faith in.
Come here, Faith.
We're just going a little bit off.
We're just
cue.
going out of
We're going a
schedule.
little
It's all
bit
right.
off cue. This one, I've been waiting to interview this kid for 16 years, so it's good. Here you go, Faith. Put this on. I know Faith. is probably nervous. So, Faith,
Does she admit
are
knowing
you
you?
nervous?
What?
Are you nervous?
Kind of.
Well, you know, you just say whatever you want to because no one listens to us anyway. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Faith played basketball for me last year. It was a good time, Faith. I loved having you on my team. So, and you're going to be in the regionals this week. You're going to be in the regionals this week. Is that right?
Yeah.
Are you excited about that? Second time.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Your dad came in. He can take some pictures if he wants to. That's fine.
He doesn't want to ruin a good
Here,
camera.
here, you can use mine. Here you go. You want to use it? Yeah, Jimmy, her dad, Donnie, is the great photographer for the school, so he does a really good job, so we want to make sure he gets this. Anyway, Faith, what made you start running cross country?
Coach offered for me to come out, and he said that if I didn't like it, I didn't have to come back. And I told him, I don't know if I like it. He told me to keep coming back. It'll get better, and I just stayed with it.
Didn't I threaten to court order you if you didn't run?
You did, yeah.
Okay, all right. All right.
That has a lot to do with it right there.
I'm a big
sheesh.
fan. I'm a big fan of the Goodson family. They're great, and your dad's a teacher out here, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, did you ever? You're not driving yet, are you?
No, I get my permit in January.
He could really get you in shape by having you run in from Wilkesville and back. You know that? But he's pretty nice, right?
Yeah.
All right, all right.
That look said a lot right there. Like, no, Dad, you're not getting me to run from Wilkesville.
And so, are you looking forward to being in the regionals?
Yes, I am.
And you made all league this year, right?
Yeah.
That's good. So good. What's your plans when you get out of college?
High
Get out of
school.
High school.
High school, I mean, yeah.
I don't know yet.
Okay, well that's okay. Jeff and I are going to be 68. We don't know what
We still don't know what we're
doing.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
we've had jobs for years and we still don't know what we're
Are you
doing.
interested in running in college, maybe?
Maybe. It
Maybe.
depends on
Depends.
how it ends up senior year.
Yeah. Well, you know what the coach is going to say. He's going to say, well, come out if you don't like it. And, and then keep coming, you'll like it. You know that deal. You know how it works.
My court order won't have any effect on you when you're past 18. So I'm just kidding. She's never been in court. So and then you run track as well, right?
Yes.
And what do you run in track?
The 800, the mile, the 4x8, and the 4x4.
And do you run with your sister Hope?
No.
Okay, you guys do different events.
We run the 400 together sometimes, but we're never together the same heat.
Well, that's good. That's good. Are you guys kind of rivals?
I mean, we kind of support each other some days, other days.
Your sisters.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And Will supports both of you, right?
Yeah.
Your brother. Oh, that's good. That's good. So, what do you think of Coach K? He's a great coach.
Oh, he's great.
He is great. Coach Linder too. So, you're the only girl going to the regionals.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel lonely?
Today was the only first practice I had by myself because right after regionals, whenever I qualified, Coach K walked up to Alyssa Beckner. He said, "Are you going to run with her?" She said, "Without a doubt, I'll run with her for the next week." So she's been with me.
Alyssa's great.
I love her.
She's
I
great.
couldn't have done it without her.
She's great. She's great. And you guys got second in the league. You ran into a buzzsaw there with Athens.
Yeah.
Athens is a team that probably could win the whole state.
Oh, they are so good. They're the most talented.
That was the
people
most
ever.
that was the most impressive athletic feat I've ever seen. Just zipping everybody by about a good minute and a half. They were impressive. You almost got the fifth one though.
Yeah,
You
not
almost
they're not only athletic, but they are just the sweetest
Well, they
people.
had five, and yes, they are. And then they had great kids, and then they had like the next 6 or 7. They were
Yeah.
impressive. They were impressive. Well, anybody you want to send a shout out to?
Just my team. I couldn't have done it without them. It's running. Running is not always fun, so I would come to practice sometimes just after a long day of school. I would be unmotivated, and they would all cheer me up. We would do handstands. We would just make practice fun.
Well, I had you in basketball. I can't imagine you not making any team fun. So you were a fun kid to have in a team. One of the funnest kids I've ever coached, no question. So anyway, and shout out to your mom, dad, brother, sister.
All of them.
Okay, all right. Well, it's a pleasure, Faith. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
naturally going to take Jeff and I's job.
Yeah, it does. Doesn't she?
That's it.
Sounds
She's
like
really
it, yeah.
Good. She's good. All right, we'll bring in.
Who's
bring
out?
in Marcus.
Here
next.
comes Marcus.
Thank you, Faith.
Thank you, Faith.
Take care. We're going a little bit out of order because we're on a strict time schedule here today. But Coach Games is in here. I think he could still, the way he came in here, I think he could still run a 40 and under 5. What do you
I think he could still play.
I couldn't run under 5 when I played.
Well,
Yeah, but we're helping.
we're trying to get you. Tough one with Nelsonville.
Very tough, very tough. They were Nelsonville, and they kind of kind of figured out where we're kind of young and weak at, and they exploited it like you should. And I thought they beat us in all facets of the game. We had some times where, man, it felt like we could kind of maybe get in a rhythm, and we'd rough a punter, pass interference here and there, So it felt like there were some moments, and we didn't feel terrible at halftime, but then we came out there and they we botched the kickoff a little bit. We weren't wanting to kick it that short, gave our defense a short field, and then when they scored that one, it was going to be tough to get back in it.
They're going to be pretty good next year. Sophomore quarterback, the junior running back got here. I think his dad actually played here, and they're going to be pretty tough again next year.
Yeah, no, talking to their coach, but 14 at Inman, he's a senior.
Yeah.
But 26, yeah, he's a junior, tough kid. And then I was real impressed, 73 and 75, and they're both
Big,
juniors.
Big.
Yeah, but both
Extremely
big, and 73 can move.
Yeah.
But 75 is a player.
Well, we'll switch over to Wellston here.
Yeah.
And so now you still have playoff opportunities, right?
We do. I mean, we got to win, and but we're not so worried about that. It's just about beating Wellston at this point.
Yeah, win if you win. I just heard Diana Ross coming in saying there ain't no mountain high enough. So I think you guys can climb that mountain. Go to St. Clairsville, India.
Heck yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
heck yeah.
You got to be positive. Man. You gotta be positive.
Yeah.
That's it. So, so you guys ready for Wellston?
I think so. I mean, we know them real well. They do. We're real familiar with their offense and their defense, and they've got a good senior class.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. And they've won some games this year. We think we match up pretty well with them, and I think it's going to be a fun game because it's going to be a dogfight, and it may be more than a dogfight. There might be some fights that worries me a little bit.
Well, they all go to school together.
Yeah.
They all go to school, and everybody wants it. This is a pride game, and this one is one that you'll talk about the rest of the year whenever you're hanging out in the lunchroom at Buckeye Hills. So it's a big deal.
Right. And you injury free going into this?
Well, yeah, we're pretty good right now. We're pretty healthy. Nothing that I can think of that's
We just talked to Brian Campbell. He did a great job for us.
Yeah.
He loves wrestling for you because
Good deal.
that's his thing. You got 4 other seniors. Looks like
Yep.
Lane out there, and who else?
You got Lane, Clayton Lester, Luke Dimmel, and Hunter Hoyt.
Hunter Hoyt.
Okay, well, I think we've had them all, but we'll get them again.
we'll
There we
talk
go.
again.
So we'll
There we
bring
go.
it.
Second time around.
Who wants to come
Who's up first? Luke's up first. Come on, Luke.
We're kind of doing this one on the fly, Marcus, trying to get everybody in, so stick around. We'll probably reach you back.
Yeah, we'll get you toward the end.
Huh?
Cross country and all that.
Yeah. We already did. Yeah, we're going to do cross
Yeah.
country, and we're going to do golf as well.
Yep. Where'd he go?
So who's coming in? Luke?
Luke is coming in.
I got a couple big questions for Luke. Come on.
I got one too. So if you don't ask mine, we're all good.
You want to ask yours?
Now you go ahead.
All right, my question for Luke is, the guy scored 3 defensive touchdowns. Why aren't you carrying the rock?
I don't know.
I mean,
Good answer.
I'm sure you've asked him, haven't you?
We had a bone play that was last year, first play of the game, but I didn't make it very far because we missed a couple blocks.
We had Hunter in there, so you know
Yeah.
you should put Hunter. Hunter did okay.
Hunter ran the wedge.
Yeah.
You should, but they got to give Luke. If you scored 3 touchdowns, you did a little like shimmy or something after the last one. Didn't you?
We don't
Little
talk
bit,
about
little
that.
bit, little bit.
We don't talk
Oh,
about
we need
that.
to talk about that.
Yeah, we got to talk about. That's my question. What are we calling this
What
shimmy
do we
thing?
call that?
There has to be a name.
Well, Goodson took a picture of it and called it the Thicky Shuffle, so
Okay, that's
I'll,
kind of good.
we'll run with that.
Yeah,
That's-
that's
that-
kind of
we'll
good.
run- we'll
We'll
run.
kind of go with that.
Like the day, the whole week after that, everybody was like, "Come on, show me the Thicky Shuffle," and I was like, "Come on, guys,
Named
You
after-
know they're not going to let it go.
you can only do that in the
They'll be
moment."
asking you that for years to come.
Yeah.
I think last time we talked to you the first week, that basically you're go to Buckeye Hills, right?
Yeah.
What do you want to do when you get out?
So today I went to the operators union
Oh, good.
to apply for that. So hopefully we're gonna go.
Good
join
deal.
the
You get into
operators.
that, you will be set.
Yeah.
Are you
sure.
any interest in still playing, or is that done after this?
I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about it.
You've had a great year. I mean, as good as any lineman I can remember in our Jeff. How many years we done this?
35.
35 years. You've had a tremendous year and career. So, you like playing defense or offense better?
Definitely defense.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell. I'll tell you one thing. We always say if there's a tackle on the field, we're pretty comfortable if we don't know who did it, if we say Dimmel, Hayburn, or Lester gets the tackle, we're pretty
Yeah.
confident we have about a 75% chance. So.
Yeah.
So what are you going to miss most, Luke, about being here?
Just playing with my friends, probably. It's probably the thing I miss the most.
You know, and then you had a youth coach that had you at fullback instead of playing you on the line. So just think if I would have done the right thing and played you on the line back then, how good you'd be right now. You'd
Yeah.
probably be winning like the Outland Trophy for the best lineman.
Oh,
in the
there you
game.
go.
But your youth coach just messed up. That would be me.
No, it's okay.
Those were good times, though. They were.
I turned out all right. I
You
think.
were. I still
I think
remember
you
you
did.
carrying the ball. You had your biggest gain against Rock Hill, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yes.
that was great. We walked out in the field, thought we were in the NFL. It was a beautiful.
That was scary.
Oh, that place
It
is
was,
beautiful.
It
It was scary.
Yeah, that place is beautiful.
That's good. So you guys ready for Wellston?
Yeah, I think so. I think tomorrow's practice is going to be great. We're going to go into Wellston and take care of business.
You guys see these guys at school every day, right?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. It's definitely it's different.
you guys been talking a little smack.
Yeah, because you walk in and you want to talk smack, but you don't really want to be like.
On the bulletin board?
Yeah, you don't want to add bulletin board material.
Yeah.
No, don't
Yeah.
do that.
Well, anybody you want to send a shout out to?
Just the coaches, really. Coach Fry,
Okay.
Coach Usley.
That's cool. That's cool.
So,
All right, Lucas, always been.
Thank
You had a
you.
great year.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We probably owe you
Thank
probably
you.
could have given him the big hit of the week about 10 times this year.
We probably could have, but
Yeah,
he'd have got
yeah.
sick of wearing
Yeah,
this. Man,
same.
maybe we can paint the back of one of the shirts that show the Thicky Shuffle or
Yeah, the
something. We can
thick
get a
shot.
picture.
Yeah, the thickest
All we
shot.
need is a
If
picture.
you win, you got to do the thickest shot.
okay, all right, I'll do that for you.
Thank you, Lucas. We'll get whichever
Thank
one
you.
wants to come in next.
See
Me
ya.
and Lucas.
Who's next, boys?
Who's next, guys?
I see him coming. He's looking in a mirror, make sure he looks good for the camera.
He's looking good. What's up? Clayton Lester. How you doing, Clayton?
All right.
Good. This guy's also had a great career here. I mean, you could see it last year when you came in at the end of the year. You started running the ball real hard, and this year the same thing. And you go to quarterback. You can play about any position, right?
Yeah.
What position you like best?
Probably running back.
Running back. Okay.
Yeah.
And defensively, playing free safety, some corner. We said to Luke that if we miss who made the tackle, if we make up Luke Dimmel, Clayton Lester, or Hunter Hoyt,
We're close.
We've got probably 75% chance we're correct. So.
Yeah.
Do you like playing? You like playing running back better than defense?
I don't know. It depends
Yeah.
on the day, I guess.
Yeah,
I like defense. I used to like defense a lot better.
Yeah, but well, you scored touchdowns. Everybody likes somebody who scores touchdowns.
sure.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it goes. Are you you guys ready for Wellston?
Yeah.
Now, where do you go? You go to Buckeye Hills? Yeah, that's right. So you go to Buckeye Hills. So you guys see these guys every day, right, from Wellston?
Yep.
You guys talk a lot of smack.
Yeah.
Okay, so they talk smack back.
Yeah.
Good natured, though.
Yeah.
You guys are friends, except probably Friday.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
it.
much.
Okay. All right. And you guys ready for them?
Yeah.
What are you going to miss most about playing here?
The people, everybody.
Your teammates.
Yeah.
And what about
Coaches.
Coach Games? Is he a special kind of cat or what?
Yeah.
He really is.
He's a
He
good
really
dude.
is.
Yep.
And your offensive coach is Coach Long and Coach Mendez, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Do they have a specific running back coach or those two guys?
Easily.
Uzi?
Uzi.
Okay. Well, he was pretty good.
Yeah.
He was an All-American.
He
You
knew
can't
what
get
he was
much better
doing,
than that.
yeah.
Yeah. That's it. And who's your defensive back coach?
Mike Hire.
Mike Hire. Okay. That's good.
Yep.
That's good. What are your plans for when you get out of school?
Go work. AP doing power lineman and stuff.
What are you studying at Buckeye Hills?
HVAC.
HVAC, okay. My air conditioning breaks down a lot. I'll give you a call. So that's
All right.
good. That's good. And I think
That's
around
good.
here it's going to probably happen more and more as the weather gets hotter and things
Yep.
like that. So, anybody you want to send a shout out to? Grandpa.
Grandpa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Family.
Get some family in there somewhere, and you're good no matter what.
Got to get some family. Are you going to miss? How does it feel being in the same backfield with the lane train? I didn't say lame train. I said lane train. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
It's good.
He's great.
He's like, yeah.
And he was another guy I had a missed position when I coached him. So if I would have had him,
I suppose you played him at center.
no, I had him at running back.
Okay.
I had him at running back, but I moved him to quarterback the last game, and he scored like 5 touchdowns. So where was I? It was just like I had Luke Dimmel at fullback. Should have had him on the line, but I was a bad coach. We won games, though. That's all that mattered. So anyway, always a pleasure. I enjoy you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good seeing you again, young man. I'm looking. Okay,
this
now
guy,
everybody back up because this guy can hurt us in a heartbeat.
This guy used to be called a lineman. He is no longer a lineman. And this guy's a running back now. Good
Yeah, I'm
job back
telling
there.
you.
Were you ready for
You
that?
did.
You shocked
Yeah.
everybody. No, that was a well-kept secret. No one knew that.
Yeah.
Did you like it back there?
Oh yeah.
Don't you think he should put you back there again?
Yeah.
You need to carry it. You need to carry it. How'd you feel when you had the chance to score the touchdown on the one?
I was feeling good until they realized what we were doing.
Oh,
It ended
okay.
up working.
Did you like being a blocking back up there?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear Refrigerator Perry?
Mm-mm.
Go look him up in the internet.
Yeah.
He was with the Chicago Bears, and he was a lineman. And in the Super Bowl, they moved him to running back, and he got famous, and they called him the Fridge.
The fridge, yeah.
Fridge, so that's good. So you like playing defense better than offense, I'm
Oh,
guessing.
yeah.
That's good. That's good. And you tough one with Nelsonville last week.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. You guys ready for Wellston?
Yeah.
And you go to Buckeye Hills too, right?
Yep.
You guys see those guys from Wellston all the time, right?
Yep.
Any smack talking going on?
A little bit.
A little bit. They're giving it some back too, though, right?
That's all I say.
Okay, but you guys are all friends, right?
Yeah.
Until Friday.
Until Friday.
Yeah.
Then you'll be good friends Saturday, right?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right. You go back to school Monday, depending who wins.
Yeah.
No, and the Wellston's had a great year this year under Coach.
Yeah, they've
Moran,
played
as
real
we
well.
talked about. So, you guys ready for them?
Yeah.
What are you going to miss most about playing here?
I was hanging out with everybody.
It's cool.
Yeah, well, I've been playing football since second grade. And
Played for me. Another guy played for me, and I had him in the right spot.
Okay, I was going to say, I suppose you had him at quarterback.
No, I
Okay.
did. I had.
yeah, I
him.
should have been.
You should have. That's it. You should have had a
Attaboy.
running back. I was seeing this. Had him and Luke and Lane and that was it. I had those three guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So are you? So you have your defensive coach is Coach Fry, right?
Yep.
Who's the defensive line coach? Coach Fry.
Yep.
Okay. And who's your offensive line coach?
Good try.
Coach Fry. Okay. So you get a double dose. You get Super Fry.
Yep.
All right. That's good. That's good. Anybody you want to send a shout out to?
No, I don't think so.
How about the family?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you might want to say
Just trying to
something.
help you out.
Mom will say something
trying
if
to
you
help-
don't shout out to
Just
mom.
trying to
You
help
know
you out.
that.
You want to say hi to your mom? Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. So your plans when you get out of school?
Be a mechanic somewhere.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I always need a lot of work on my car because I crash it a lot.
A
So,
lot, yeah.
A lot. So
Your
yeah,
dad may have a piece of equipment or two that needs worked on.
Yeah.
We got Jeeps and little trucks and big trucks.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah, there's always something to
We
work on.
always work on something.
Well, Hunter, it's been a pleasure watching you play all these
Thank you.
4 years.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it really has. Yeah, so let's hope you're part of the secret weapon package for this week.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I think you had to put you and Dimmel both back there. What do you think? Because
Yep.
Dimmel knows how to. He scored 3
You,
touchdowns.
you was back there with me.
He was back there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
Yeah,
see
Yeah,
that.
me,
Okay, that's-
Bowen, and Luke.
Well, they should have maybe a triple I. Let you guys just two guys go in front and give it to the third guy. What do you
Yeah.
think? It's called the Maryland I. Tell Marcus that. We'll have to
Yeah,
get that.
yeah. We'll tell him.
Okay,
Have
all
no
right.
fear.
Make a lane center or something so he sees
Oh,
the
yeah.
score touchdowns. That's good. All right. Thank you, Hunter.
Thank you.
See you, buddy. That leaves Lane, I think.
Yeah.
And you know he's smiling because he's always smiling, right, Lane? Attaboy.
Bringing in Night Train Lane, or also known as the Lane Train. So that's good.
That's all him.
I told
Good to see you, buddy.
I told Lester, I said, we're going to bring in the Lane Train. He looked at me, I said, not Lane Train, the Lane Train. So that's good. So I had this guy, and there's another guy I had in the wrong position. I had him playing running back last game, moved him to quarterback. He scored like 5 touchdowns. So what's wrong with me as a
I
coach?
was going to say, that can't be a bad thing, though, if he scored 5
I
touchdowns.
know. I just didn't do it soon enough, so it was okay. I should have put him there because I knew his sister was tough, so that's it.
Oh, yeah. I remember her.
Yeah. So you've had a great career here, Lane. So what are you gonna remember most from this?
Just all the friends that I made, all the people that I met, and stuff like that.
Okay. And you guys ready for Wellston Friday?
Yeah, we're ready.
You go to Buckeye Hills too, right?
Yeah.
So you guys see these guys from Wellston all the time, right?
Uh-huh.
You guys talk a little smack between you guys?
Yeah, it's mostly the Wellston kids, but
You guys are friends though, right?
yeah, we're all friends.
You
yeah.
won't be Friday, but you probably will be Monday.
Yeah,
Hunter said it depends on who wins, but he's just
that too. Yeah.
Yeah. that too.
It'll be good. It'll be good. So what are you studying down there?
I go for ag diesel and heavy equipment.
Ag, diesel, and heavy equipment. Okay. And that's your plans when you get out of school, get a job in that somewhere?
Yeah.
You going to go to school anymore or just?
No.
Okay. Any interest in playing anymore?
Yeah, if I get offered, but you never know. So you always got to have plans after.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah,
You gotta
absolutely.
look at Rio Grande a little bit, new football team. You'd probably have a good chance to play there, seriously. So I'm on their board. It'd be a good place. Coach played in the NFL the whole
Yeah,
time.
he's not scouting for him or anything.
No, I'm
Don't.
not, I'm
yeah,
not.
he's just.
I know you went to Kent State football camp. How'd you like that?
Yeah, it was awesome down there.
I heard
so-
you did pretty well there. My nephew plays there right now. So
Oh, really? That's
yeah,
awesome.
That's good. So, So you guys are ready for Wellston then?
Yep.
Okay. So, and no, we had Hoyt in the backfield, Dimmel, Bowen. Don't you think we had to go? So Merrill and I, we have somebody take a snap. You could go take the snap at center and hand it to the third guy in the eye. You think there's any chance of them scoring if they do that?
If there's not a hole opened up there,
Yeah.
one can't be. With all that coming through,
Yeah, there's
It might take a while to get it developed.
it may take a minute or two. Yeah.
Now, what did you think of Dimmel's thicky shuffle that he did after the touchdown?
Don't even get me started on them.
Well, I hope it got on film somewhere because that's a true
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
That's a true
We're
class.
thinking we need to get a shirt made that says "Thicky Shuffle" in the
Yeah.
back in his picture or something.
Now, one thing I'd like to say, and Marcus brought this up last week, as good as you run the football, you have unbelievable hands. You have made some tremendous catches this year. So, do you like running the ball or catching the ball better?
I just like to have the ball in my hands.
I can imagine. I can imagine. You were hurt there for a while. You were
Yeah.
hurt in the which game was he didn't carry the ball much in? It might have been
Yeah, didn't carry the ball much at River Valley.
River Valley.
Yeah.
You were hurt in that.
Yeah, I've been having some knee I popped my knee out of place, and then I've had some knee trouble, and then I've had a bad ankle for the whole season. So
We said on the radio. I said, he's hurt, but you can't really hurt a Hayburn, so he's going to come right back in and not come off the field. That's right. You can't hurt you up, can it? He's indestructible.
yeah, exactly. If I'm slow, I'll just block.
That's right. That's
There you
right.
go. Well, but that's the attitude to have. Winners want the ball. They want the ball in their hand. That's what he just said. I want the
exactly right.
ball. Give me the ball.
You guys have a chance to go to the playoffs, maybe, if you beat Wellston. So you got to win first, and that would be great to go to the playoffs. You have a long trip up north, but you guys can do it.
We've been there before. Trust me.
Jeff and I have been there.
Yes, we have.
It'd be good. It'd be good. All right, anybody you want to send a shout out to?
Just all the coaches, and still staying after we haven't had like the best season, but still staying truthful to us and just keeping promises and everything else. So
All right. All right. Well, thank you, Lane.
thank you.
Don't forget the family.
Oh,
Say
I
something
won't.
to the family.
Say, shout out to the family.
I love my family. I love my mom. I really love my mom actually, and yeah, that's it.
There you go.
How about Chloe?
Nah,
Oh, okay,
She still
all
beats
right.
me up, so.
Chloe, I was trying, Chloe. 'cause
she
I
still
love
beats
Chloe.
me up.
Okay, all right. I was trying because I love Chloe. It's great.
Yeah, close the trip.
All right.
She's something else.
She is.
See
All
you
right,
guys.
thank you. All right, who do we got? See if we have Coach K out there. Jeff.
I'm okay. Hold on. I'm looking. Yeah, he's out there.
All right.
We're staying on schedule. That's scary.
We are exactly on.
We are right there, buddy. He's coming, I think. A reminder, Wellston's crew will do the game Friday night. We know that's going to happen. I did leave a message that if something would happen, you and I could fill in, but they're ready to go.
Now we got Coach K, Coach Josh Kirkpatrick, also the assistant principal here at the high school. We already had we had a little gap in getting Marcus here, so we threw Faith on, and I'm telling you, she's definitely got a career in broadcasting. Not nervous a bit.
Well, I'm kind of surprised a little bit because she and I had a little conversation yesterday. She was very hesitant about coming on and talking to you because she did an interview with somebody last year after the All District banquet, and she didn't think she did very well. So she gave some kind of odd answers, and so she was very hesitant. Her parents were hesitant, and when I came in, Donnie had sent me a message saying that she had been on. And so I was like, oh, a little early because I would have liked to have heard it. And because she and I talked at practice today about some stuff and just kind of tried to give her some
did,
pointers.
We
did a great
We
job.
had dead time. We had to keep on schedule. So we
Right.
covered.
Yeah.
She actually did a good job, and she was talking to Bob. She knows Bob well.
Sure.
Going to church, and I coached her, so she's one of the most fun kids I've ever been around.
Oh, absolutely. She was just worried about laughing and just not saying the right things.
She was on. I said, "What do you want to do when you get out of college?" She goes, "What about high school first?"
Yeah.
So she was all over it. So it was
Yeah.
good. It was good. So, Coach, you guys have had a remarkable season here. Why don't we talk a little bit about how both your boys and girls teams and individual kids did in the district?
So at the district race, I guess we'll start with the girls. The girls were 9th overall. Top 7 move on to the regionals. We were 7 places away from 7th. So very close to qualifying as a team individually. So I was happy with their performances. The girls ran really well this year. We lost Megan Durham last year, which was a big loss for us. And I knew going in it was going to be a tight race between 7th and 10th, and we finished 9th. And I just knew that going in, and that's the way the points fell. So I was happy with that. Faith had a really tough second half of the season. She was very tough. She came on really strong had an outstanding again second half. She was sixth at the TBC meet and placed 22nd in the district, and makes her all district and all TBC second year in a row. So she gets to race. She moves on individually. We'll see how she does. About 160 girls runners.
Where's it at?
Pickerington North. Yeah, up at Pickerington North on Saturday. She'll run at 12:45, and then the boys were fourth overall. We used to do it's a combined district, so there's 2 district races combined into one, and so your top 2 teams are your district champions, and then your third and fourth teams are your district runners-up because they combine the district instead of having 2 separate meets, which they could do, but they don't. And so that's where we placed. Boys ran really well. I thought I was happy with that, and to be able to be district runners-up, that's kind of a big deal, just to take a trophy out of that, and that's a testament to their hard work and just the time that they've put in, and just I was just very proud of them.
They are, and 2 of them moved on, right?
Yeah, individually, Jackson Walker was 32nd. He got the final qualifying spot for all district, and he's considered all district and as a regional qualifier. And the top 32 on the boys' side, and it was 28 on the girls. And then Samuel finished 10th overall. That was Samuel's 3rd year in a row, and then Jackson's 4th. And Samuel would be a 4-time all district runner himself, but there's a thing called COVID, and 4 years ago kind of took him out right there, and that was disappointing for him. But yeah, they ran well, boys raced well, and it was a good day for us.
Good. You've done a great job with the team. And Faith said, I asked her, what do you think of Coach K? She says, he's absolutely awesome.
Yep.
That's what she says.
Oh,
I'm sure you didn't tell her that. She just
No, I didn't. I did not pay her to say that. I did not pay her.
into
No,
that
no, I did not say. I did not say that.
She
I did not
volunteered
say
You
that.
know what? And she complimented. I mean, you guys are a true team because she had anybody to run with, but Alyssa Beckner's running with her, and she complimented Alyssa up and down. And being a senior, the only senior, what a true leader she is.
Alyssa's been outstanding. My only hesitation or I guess disappointment with Alyssa is the fact that I only had her 2 years.
Right.
Instead of her entire high school career, because she is the consummate teammate. She shows up to everything.
Right. She is,
and she
she's
works.
one of the coolest kids I've ever coached.
Yeah.
No question.
And you see her everywhere. I mean, if she's supposed to be lifting, she's lifting. If she's supposed to be running, she's running. If whatever it is she's supposed to be doing, she's there.
4 sports, full-time job, got an associate degree. It's impressive.
She spoke with Coach Paxton, the head coach down at Rio, Saturday after her race, and he's big on her. I had a conversation with him after he talked to her, because I've known him for a long time. We used to go to camp together, and so I've spent a lot of time with him. And I told him, I was like, this is a kid that you want. You're just high character human being, one of the best I've ever had in terms of just work ethic and commitment. So he's big on her, and hopefully they get something worked out.
She saw me at the game Friday, and she was telling me she's going to go run at Rio. So she's excited about that. That's awesome.
Plus, she's a good kid all around, and she's a good student.
And
Yes,
and he has high expectations down there. He's in the 2 seasons. He started last year, and he's in his second full season this year, and their boys team's ranked 14th nationally. I mean, he makes him work, and she will fit in to the way he structures and the way he is and his intensity. She'll fit in well with him.
When we were broadcasting the football game at Portsmouth Northwest, when we were picking up, I found this piece of paper of results of a track meet, and Rio Grande was first, and there was all kinds of schools, the different divisions, and they were first in that thing. It was impressive.
Yeah.
And you look down the list, and everybody from Rio Grande was doing well. It was very impressive. So, and you guys are going to be pretty good next year as well, right?
Cross season, yeah, I think so. Yes, I mean tentatively, that's always the goal. On the girls' side, we lose Alyssa, so that's just one senior. I've got a good group of 4 middle school girls coming up that I'm really excited about. They'll fill in, so we'll have more depth next year, I think. And then it's always my goal to get some more bodies out. I need to do a little bit better job of recruiting, getting the numbers up.
I'm working on some basketball players.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Getting the numbers up a little bit higher on the girls' side. Guys' side, they're solid, and hate to lose Samuel and Jackson, then Aiden Porter. Those 3, all 3 have been 6-year runners. But we have a solid group behind them at the high school level, and so I think we'll be competitive.
All right, Coach, that's great. That's great. And I think I mentioned last time, not only does he a great job, he great assistant principal. We can call each other anytime, and he's great at taking care of these kids out here. No question about it.
I give my best, and I think some are happier to see me than others. Let's put it that way.
I get
It's the same way with Bob. Some are happier to see him.
I think I'd rather see you.
they're happier to some are happier to see me than others, and yeah.
That's it. That's it. Well, Coach, it's always a pleasure to have you. Thank
All
you
right.
so much for
Thank
coming.
you.
Good luck. Good
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks
right,
so
thanks
much,
for having
Coach.
me.
Good to see you.
There's the golf guys out there by any chance? If you see any of them?
Maybe. Is there, yeah, Marcus is nodding at me, so somebody's out
Whichever
there.
One, we'll send one of them back. Who is?
Braden West.
Oh, Braden West.
He's coming. Dun, 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 dun. There he is.
Come on in. Who's coming in first?
Looks like it's
are you going
Brian.
first, Brian.
Come on in, Brian. Here,
Come on in. Have
have a
seat.
handout. Brian knows how to do this
Brian
stuff.
does radio with
Yeah,
us. So
Brian knows how to do this stuff.
So, Brian, I don't know. You've had a great season in golf, and you also get the privilege of broadcasting with Mr. Rock and Roll over here, Jeff Thacker. So
He did more with you so far than he's done with me.
I've missed out on that. Well, then don't forget Joey.
Yeah, you get Joey some too.
Oh, yeah,
But
he's pretty good.
Well, you had a great golf season. Was this the first TVC Ohio title for girls?
We didn't get the title this year. We got it last year.
Sure. Okay.
We got second this year to Athens, who's a really tough team. We had a 40 wins, 8 loss conference season. Did have 3, and they don't know this, but we had 3 of my golfers that got top 12 in TVC, which is Olivia Schroeder, Cadence Graves, and Rylan Kaiser.
Make them all league.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's
Yep.
great.
Yeah, but it was the first time that we've ever had a team, boys or girls, qualify for districts.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, we had a really good season. There was times felt like we could have done a little bit better, but still, they accomplished a lot.
And you had Olivia Schrader went to the districts. Is that right?
Yeah, the whole team went. She finished. She had a top 10. She finished in 10th place in the districts, which is really good because in golf, it's sectional, district, state. So, yeah,
that's
she's
pretty
8 spots from going to the state.
Pretty
So,
awesome.
That's wonderful.
You had 6 seniors. Why don't you tell who was on your team?
yeah, I had Olivia Schroeder, Cadence Graves, Rylan Kaiser, Carson Tolley, Layla Hayslip, and Cassie Carty.
That's awesome.
My underclassmen had Bree Hayslip's a sophomore, and then 2 freshmen, Anna Davis and Liz Arthur.
You got a lot of really cool kids in that team, too.
Yeah,
Just a
yeah,
lot.
yeah.
I mean, just
A lot of personalities.
There's no question. There's a lot of personalities.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of personalities in there.
Exactly right.
Know some of them pretty well, and all really good kids. I know. I just looking on there, I see some outstanding students as well.
Yes, they're all really good students. I'm going to miss the seniors. 6 of them are gone, and and they know this too. And I'll go ahead and say it. I'm retiring from coaching next year, and
Oh, heaven forbid.
Yep, I'm going to be a volunteer assistant. So we got another person that is kind of on the fence there about if they're going to do it or not. But I'm going to help them out all I can.
Don't ask Bob. I've golfed with Bob. Don't ask Bob.
I couldn't be an assistant. I don't cuss much, but when I'm golfing, I do. So.
Yeah, and all the way there, it's like, no, I'm not going to cuss this time. And then the first time,
That gives you more time to broadcast with Jeff and I.
Well, yes,
exactly.
Yes. Well, that was the whole plan.
Of course it was.
Why don't you come and coach basketball with me?
I'm kind of getting out of it because of work responsibilities. But
Yeah. And he can't coach with you if he's going to broadcast with me.
right,
That's true.
yes,
That's true.
of course, I could be a on the bench
There you go.
broadcaster.
We could
that
do
could
it.
be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any girls that are interested in going to golf in college or?
I think I have a couple. The problem is in our area, it seems like we got to build up our confidence a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
I've got some that can do it. They just got to.
They got to realize they
They've
can
got to
do it.
think and know that they can do it. Still have Jaya Booth is playing up there. This is her second year at Mount Vernon Nazarene, so she's doing pretty well.
That's good.
Yeah.
Did you bring any players to talk today?
No, I didn't have anybody able to come in. They're working. Yeah,
That's
they
good
have
there.
they have jobs and family things going on.
All
I
that
guess.
fun
So.
stuff.
Deadlines and commitments is
Yeah, that's
deadline
right.
and commitments is Bob Seger's name. So there you go. What to leave in, what to leave out.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Well, Brian, it's always been a pleasure. I've known Brian a long time, and so have you, Jeff. And,
Oh yeah.
He's one of your biggest fans. Jeff, Brian's one of your biggest fans.
Oh yeah. I can tell when I listen to you
I'm
guys.
still wanting that T-shirt. and I don't have one.
It wasn't just one album he had. He had 2. Did you know that?
No.
He broke that news the other day. He cut 2 albums.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I would like one
one
with
of
the
those
album
thing.
cover, a T-shirt with an album cover.
With the
on it.
album cover, yeah, in the leisure suit, yeah,
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
silk shirt. Yeah,
Right,
everybody
right.
needs one of those.
Yes.
Brian, thank you so much.
Trust me.
All right, thank you.
Brian, thank you.
See you in a few weeks, buddy, when we start doing basketball.
Remember, I don't lose. Remember, I'm a winner. Just remember that. Good pub for me. Okay.
GOT in his own mind.
Yeah. Who's next? Terry.
Here, I've got to talk to this guy because I have a perfect question for him.
You can go first, son. Get this on him.
Well, it could be worse. Could be worse.
All right.
Okay, Pup, I've got a question I've got to ask. And I saw the video of you guys winning, and I saw the dive into the pond. Did that have a specific name? Was that like, I don't know what to call it. Did you plan that out, or was that just instantaneous gratefulness?
No, that was that actually was an old coaching trick. I just challenged them. We started out the first TVC match, finished in third place behind River Valley, of all people. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Yeah,
I'm
just
sorry. We finished behind River Valley in Athens, and I told them I've been telling them all year, to be confident. They're good. They're the most talented team I've had. Yada yada yada. So finally, I just pulled out my old coaching bags and listen. If you guys win the conference, I will jump in the pond. So when they won the conference, they didn't think I was going to do it. And I told them, no, I said I would do it. I'll do it. I'm a man of my word. So then we had senior night down there. It was after the conference had wrapped up. And I said, well, tonight's the night. I said, boys, I said, I don't think I'll have a problem getting into the pond. I'm not sure how I'm going to get out. And so we get over there. Of course, there's cameras everywhere. I bet there was 30 people there. They all had their phones out. And but they wanted me to do a little like a TikTok skit or something. I'm like, I just want to jump in the pond. And they go, no, you got to do this. So I did that. So then I jumped in the pond. It was funny. But what I didn't expect was those guys to follow me. Because as soon as
you knew they were.
no, no, I didn't.
You know those guys
No, because I was like, when I hit the water and I reached for my hat, and I heard them behind me, and I go, oh crap! I hope nobody gets hurt. That was the first thing on my mind. I didn't want anybody to get hurt. And but the other surprising thing was that little pond was pretty deep.
Yeah, I noticed you kind of went from this tall to this tall.
Where was the pond?
It was at Franklin Valley on off of hole number 12.
I see a few snakes in there.
Oh yeah, there's some big turtles in there. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. But actually, the water wasn't too bad. It wasn't too muddy or too murky. Thank goodness, Cobra, he did help me out. But I was like, and of course, it went Facebook famous. I know, like,
Oh yeah.
it had over 1,000 views within a.
Yep. That's
24.
going to be a classic we're going to keep around for a while, my friend.
There's Olympic Games coming up in 4 years, and the way I saw you dive, there's no question you could be a high platform diver.
Yeah, right there. I'm telling you, it's right there.
No.
And so again, a couple of years ago when you won the TVC and you were coach of the year, you've been coach of the year a couple times, right?
Yes. Wow, it's been a while. It's 2014, 2015.
We started the story about Walt Disney going to do a story on you guys, and that spread, and people believe that.
Yes.
So
There's still people that ask. That's true.
It was the worst part of it is I went home and my wife is, what's this crap I'm hearing? And I'm like, what are you talking about? She said, is Disney going to do a movie? I go, no.
Steph and I would never make any story up like that. We
No.
would never do that. We just report, we report the facts. There's no question. No question.
She heard it from somebody else, and then who heard it from somebody else, and then they called her, and then she's like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, that's Bob."
I don't know how that story got started.
I don't either.
So why don't you talk a little bit about your team, Bob?
Oh, my team. I had I say this every year, and I mean it every year. I had a great group of kids. I had 14 kids, 8 seniors. I hate to see any of them go. I got a couple here tonight if you want to get them on.
Yeah, we'll get them on. How many you got?
2.
Oh, we'll get 'em on.
But anyways, 14 kids, 8 seniors. Those include, let me see if I can rattle off their names real quick. Silas Allen.
Did you get my memo?
Yes.
I sent a memo about having it typed out, but it's okay. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I had Silas Allen, Gavin Clark, Hayden Reynolds, Cobra Sharp, Braden West, Jackson Walker, Scout White. Scout was more like our ambassador this year, and Jacob Schroeder. Those kids are great kids. And then I had two juniors, two promising juniors, got all the athletic ability in the world and can actually play. That's Donovan Holcomb and Nash Yates. I had no sophomores and four freshmen: Jacob Hall, Jake Maxwell, Landon Reynolds, and Rain Sexton. So with those numbers, I have six coming back. I'm sure there'll be a couple more. I don't want to say it's going to be a rebuilding year, but but we do have some promising talent. So we'll see how it goes next year.
Well, that's great. That's great. Congratulations. That's your second TBC title as a head coach, right?
Third.
Third. All right.
Yeah, it's our third.
Yeah, don't shortchange.
Third time coach of
Yeah.
the year, right?
It's tough. That's what I try to tell everybody. It's tough. And I remember Combs always talking about how tough it is to win the TVC, and it is because you
You don't
just
have a golf course, honestly.
Well, that's
Seriously.
part of the problem. I mean, like when you get into the districts, you could see. I call them country club kids. They're not really, but they're kids that live within 5-10 minutes of a golf course. Their parents drop them off. They play. They practice, and they do what they need to do. And then boom, they're in high school now. They already know how to play. They know all the other stuff, and we just don't have that really. The school's been great. Was able to get this area up here behind the school to do a lot of practicing. We also got Brian and I raised a bunch of money to buy a simulator, got it at the old school. So now we're able to practice all year round. So we're doing these little incremental changes, trying to prove everything. And I think it's already we started a youth program over the summer. Yeah, over the summer we started a youth program. You're already starting to see that starting to pay off. So a couple of kids that were freshmen this year actually played in that youth program. So we're just making all these little incremental changes to try to make it better. Trying to do what, again, I've been living by this quote for this is my 13th year. Arthur Ashe once said, start where you are, do what you can. I'm sorry, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. And that's basically what we've been doing.
Sure.
So that's, and then this year, like I said, started to say, we got off on a little tangent there, but I started to say about Coach Combs was talking about, how tough it is to win TVC. Like last year, or the past few years, that like it seemed somebody had a team where they would just run off and win the championship and nobody could catch them. Like last year, we had Alexander had won, but they had the best player in the league, and he was 7 strokes better than everybody. So as soon as you got off the bus, you were 7 strokes down, down to that team. Well, this year there was so much parity. We had 4 teams constantly within 1 or 2 or 3, sometimes 6 strokes of each other. Like I was telling, like the 2 matches, for example, the next to last match, we had finished second. We had finished second to Alexander because they beat us on the 5th score, and then Athens finished behind us 1 stroke. So we finished second there. So we went into the final match only up 1 match, and we beat Athens by. I'm sorry, we beat Athens beat us by 1. So we put us down 1 on the second one, and then we finished in front of Alexander by 1. So then going into the last match, we could not let Athens finish in front of us, or we just had to be 1 spot behind us, or we wouldn't have win, right? So we finished tied with Alexander, and then and beat them on the 5th score, and then Athens finished behind us by 1 stroke. And then River Valley was like 4 or 5 strokes behind us. But those 4 all year, those 4 schools, back and forth, it was nerve wracking. That's the reason why I was so. I mean, I don't know how the kids handled it. I'm getting too old for this, and I was a nervous wreck. So when that pond came open, I was glad to jump in it because yeah. So.
Sure. Well, and the kids appreciate the fact that you're just as committed as they are.
Like let's get the 2 kids on while we got about 10 minutes left. Pup, always a pleasure, sir.
Sir, I always appreciate you.
Good to
Jeff,
see you, my friend.
Too.
Thank you, sir. And I think after the dive into the pool, they gave Mark Spitz some endorsement contracts, so they'll probably give Pup some.
Yeah, I think we got to work on that somehow.
Yeah, we will. So we'll see which one of them's coming in first.
Braden is. Braden is. Yeah. Come on in here, Braden.
This guy right here, over here, Braden. Braden West. I had him in football, called him B-Dub, and he's also better known by everybody as Hap. And let's just tell us why you got the nickname. I think you can tell why your nickname's Hap. Why do you have the nickname Hap?
Well, it was third grade in baseball, and I like got hit by a ball or something, and I started smiling, so everybody just started calling me Hap.
Well, he always is smiling, this guy.
I was going to say, he's another one. He comes through the door. He comes in the building. He's just like right now. Look
Yeah.
at that.
He's like my neighbor, and I used to see him just throwing baseballs like 24 hours a day, and now I just see him hitting golf balls. So you like both, right?
Yeah,
So, but I think I talked to you last time. You want to go golf now, right?
yeah,
That's good. You had a visit the other day, right?
yeah.
Out to Shawnee. How'd that go?
Good.
Good. You
Went
like it?
good. Yeah, I like the golf coach, and he's a nice guy.
That's awesome. So you're thinking about doing that?
Yeah,
And I know you're an outstanding student as well, right? So that right?
yeah.
Okay, you don't have to be modest. It's good.
Yeah, he's going to drag it out of you one way or the
Yeah.
other.
What do you want to study when you go to college?
Radiology.
Radiology. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's a good
awesome.
deal.
That's awesome. So
Us older people
what,
need radiologists.
yeah, that's no question. That's no question. And so do you still golfing out the season's over?
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Oh, Franklin down in Jackson.
Okay. all
Yeah.
right. There's plenty of golf balls up there if you run out.
Yeah.
I go up there sometimes and run and walk. I run into them all the time. My dog, you see my dog, sometimes he tries to chew him. I got to get him out of there, but it's okay. It's
It'll all work out. So you know baseball now. That's done.
He still plays.
No, I
still play?
still play
Okay,
baseball.
okay.
Yeah.
Huge fan of Manny Machado, right?
Yeah.
Wherever he goes, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Still a fan of him?
Yeah, that's the guy.
That is the guy. He's always told me Manny Machado is the guy. So that's where we're at. So
Oh yeah.
anyway, so that's good. And when did you fall in love with golf more than baseball?
Probably my junior year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta ask you something. I mean, did the sight of Terry Hale jumping in the pond scar you forever, or do you think that was something you remember forever?
I think that was one of the best moments of high school golf.
Of high school?
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
Him dive in the pond. So
If we could get a freeze frame of that, we can make a shirt.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That has to be on a shirt.
He has a lot of shirts. He has one that says, "If you're scared, say I'm scared." But him in a shirt would be,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, it'd be classic.
it would be classic. So, who says dogs can't swim? The pup was swimming right there.
There you go.
Was he worried about getting out?
Yeah, he was. Cooper had to help him out.
Okay.
I was holding the flag in case we needed some extra help. I was gonna pull him
You
out.
guys all jumped in too, though, right?
Yeah, I didn't jump in though.
Oh,
I had white shorts on.
oh okay.
Yeah, that was a wise move on your
Yeah.
part.
that was from my mom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're looking at other schools about golf.
Yeah, like Rio Grande and Heidelberg, places like that.
Oh, Heidelberg. We know a
Yeah.
little bit about Heidelberg.
What about baseball? If somebody offered you, because you've had a great baseball career too, would you be interested in it?
I mean, maybe, but golf's probably my number one.
Third base still,
Yeah,
pitching a little.
maybe a little.
All right.
Might have to this year.
What? He's had a great career here, baseball-wise. So, and then golf, you just came on more this year than any other year. Is that right?
Yeah, I think I improved a lot this year from last year. But
And seriously, I just thought we got to get a picture of Pup in that pond. That would be tremendous.
Yeah, I saw the video. We'll find
We
it
can do
again.
that. We
We'll
can
do it
have
again.
somebody
We know some people that
You
do
got-
shirts.
This guy's smart. All those guys.
Yeah,
They can do.
Yeah,
stuff
we
like
know
that. They
people
can-
that
they
do
can-
shirts. We'll come up with something.
They can.
we'll get it on a shirt.
You got your teammate here. Why don't you talk a little bit about your teammate that's going to come back here?
Oh, Silas Allen. He's a real big part of the competitiveness in our practices. The whole goal for everybody is just to beat Silas. So
Oh, there you go.
There's been a
Yeah.
lot
A
of
motivator.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of Allens here too, so those guys probably compete with each other. How many of them is there now? Five.
Five Allens
Five
now?
Allens. 4 boys and 1 girl. Okay. Okay. All right. So that's cool. So a lot of seniors on the team too.
yeah.
You gonna miss them?
Oh yeah. Those are some of my best friends. We've all known each other since elementary school. So
But you guys, that's a good thing about golf. You guys can keep golfing the rest of your life, honestly. And it's
Yeah.
harder to do that with baseball and harder to do that
Sure.
with football and basketball, obviously. But if you're golfing, you guys can do that forever. So
Yeah.
that's cool. That's cool.
Just don't invite Bob.
yeah.
The
Trust
worst
me.
golfer of all. I'm gonna have to do something. So,
Yeah.
anybody you want to send a shout out to?
No, not really.
Oh, you got yeah. There is.
All right,
We'll help you out here. You got to get mom and dad.
We'll go grandma and mom and dad.
There you go.
Give one to the brother too.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, give one to the brother. We just got to help you out. So
Yeah.
he's going to be when he gets to the PGA Tour, he's going to have this down. I just hit the ball, lined it up, and just
And
smacked
just
it.
knock it in there. Yeah.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. All right. Well, thank you. Always a pleasure. Always
Thank
love
you.
This. Always love this. Scored a touchdown for me. It's one of my highest.
I did. That was my
That's my great moment.
that was my first touchdown.
Your grandma put that on on the Facebook the other day. I really enjoyed that. It was great.
I did
Yeah.
see it on the
It was
memories.
great
Yeah.
memories. Yeah, I remember.
Well, if he gets to the PGA, he can wear his Pup in the Pond shirt.
yeah,
Yeah.
Pup in
That's
the
what we'll
Pond.
call it.
Pup in the pond.
Pup in the
Yeah,
Pond.
that's it. Pup in the Pond.
We got it going on.
There you go.
You heard it here first.
Wait a minute. Arf the pup goes in the pond like you go to McDonald's, like you would have you hit the golf ball in the cup. A pup cup.
Yeah, there you go. Now we're talking.
Cup. There it is.
We got it going on now. We have got this
There we
happening.
go. All right.
If you hear it on the Viking Victory Hour, it's fact.
Yeah, let's bring Silas in. Hey, Silas, how you doing? And you're a senior too?
Yeah.
I can't believe.
How did he get to be a? You can't be a senior.
Yeah.
You're not old enough to be a senior.
No, some of your brothers golf too, right?
Yeah. David does.
David does. Okay.
David does.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys had a big year this year, and you guys won the league. How did that feel?
It felt pretty good. Yeah. I mean, people had never done it before, so I mean, it feels really good for our senior year, especially.
And we've been joking around a little bit, but in all seriousness, it's pretty impressive to win a TVC Ohio golf title when you don't even have a course in your county.
Yeah.
Let's get that in your ear.
What your closest golf course is what? 40 minutes
Yeah. 40 minutes
at
away.
least.
And so you had a bunch of seniors on that team. You guys can still get together and play. That's a good thing about golf. You can still play.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I mean, we always have the hill up here, so we can always go to the range if we want
I
to.
find a lot of your balls up there when I walk.
Yeah, we lose a lot.
Does he send you guys down to go pick them up?
Yeah.
You guys miss a few.
We have like our own like shag bags that we keep
Oh,
to like
All right.
keep our own.
Okay. And what about that guy diving in the pool, diving in the pond? Was that a great memory?
Oh yeah, that was probably one of my favorites now.
Did you go in too?
Oh yeah.
You did too. Okay, good.
That's good. Your mom and dad like that when you
Oh
jumped?
yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
I thought it was funny.
That's cool. That's good. So, what are your plans when you get out of school?
I want to go to like med flight, like a med flight.
Ooh,
class.
nice.
That's awesome. Do you go to school for that, or what do you do?
I'm gonna probably go to like OU,
Oh, you
and like
cool.
because they have like their aviation programs.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That would be tremendous. That'd be tremendous. So, you got a lot of brothers, sisters, so they all cheering you on, and your
Oh, yeah.
dad, mom. So
Yeah, for sure.
Dad's a great guy. Great guy. Coached Legion here a couple of years.
Yeah.
With me, great guy. So, what's your favorite memory of golf?
Probably either winning the TVC or pump jumping in the pond.
Well, that's good. That's good.
I mean, that's making headlines. We got it going on
he's
now.
got, like swimmer Mark Spitz. He got all those endorsements. You think
Yeah.
Pup will get one?
He's got to come up with something. We got to. Yeah, we'll talk to some. We know some people.
Yeah, we know people that know people, so that's great. That's great. You any interest in golfing when you get to college?
Oh yeah, if I can, I hope so.
Yeah, I think OU has a golf team, and so I think just try out. What's the heck,
Yeah.
What's the heck? So it'd be great. It'd be great. So anybody want to send a shout out to?
My mom, dad, and my little brother.
He's been listening.
He's been listening. He's got it. He could take our job. He's got
He
it.
probably could. It sounds like it. We got a couple people hook him up with
it's
your
good. It's
your
good.
track girl, and we're out. We're done.
Yep. Silas, thank you, sir. Appreciate
Well,
it.
one
Congratulations.
more thing. Me and Coach Radable were talking about a little bit earlier. I'm a fan of Ironweed.
Oh, here we go.
There you go. There you
Now
go.
we're talking.
There you go. Iron
I
Wood,
swear.
Iron Wood. This
It
guy-
had to
This
be.
guy right here is my new favorite right here. That's it. We'll get an Ironweed T-shirt.
Yeah, we'll get you an
All right,
Ironwood
I'll get
T-shirt.
him an Ironweed
That'll happen.
He cut 2 albums. It's hard to believe. You should see the leisure suit he was in. You don't want to see
No,
it.
you
It
don't
might
want
be
to
worse
see
than
that.
seeing Pop.
Trust me, you don't want to. It's worse than Pup in the Pond.
It is. Silas, that was great. That made my day. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, young man.
Okay, good. All right. So, Jeff, do we want to? We have anybody still out there? That's
No, I
probably
think
it.
we're done. I think
done.
did Marcus leave?
Did Marcus leave?
Marcus left.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
we've got like 2 minutes. Let's go
Talk about
again.
what's going on?
Yeah, or tomorrow, Friday night, the Wellston crew will be handling that game, and then I suppose shortly afterwards, probably in the following week, we'll know whether or not the Vikings are going to the playoffs. As far as the Viking Victory Hour, we're going to take a few weeks off, and then we'll know at some point in time whether or not we're going to try to do one for basketball. And if we do, we'll kind of split time between the boys coach and the girls coach and try to get those things done as well. Again, we appreciate the Cottle Chipping for sponsoring us. We appreciate the guys with us. They've been here Danny and Jimmy. They've been here for 3 weeks now, guys? Something like that. And so
They came back. We didn't drive them away.
no, they did. And, we appreciate them showing up. There's a little bit more work that goes into this than what people think. A lot more work than what you and I are used to doing. It used to be just plug and play and we were done, but that changes now, and we appreciate them taking the time. We appreciate everybody taking their time to spend time with us on Wednesday evenings.
Well, just to sum it up, I mean, we really blessed to do this show. We appreciate Cottle Chipping, appreciate the school letting us use their facilities, Total Media. But we have, without a question, without the best kids in the world here.
Oh, absolutely
No
so.
question. And it's,
Absolutely so.
It's an honor to interview them, and you can just see they're just great kids all the way around.
Yeah.
Good hearts, just good people.
Well, and when you talk to the coaches, you know that they've bought into this thing 100%. You know, there's not
Coaches
any.
have bought into them.
Yeah, I mean they have, and you know, a lot of these guys. Coach K's been here forever. Marcus has been here forever. Pup's been here forever. Brian's been here a long time. You and I've been here a long time, but it's a great place.
It is.
You know, I wouldn't trade Vinton County for anywhere.
Me either.
And we're both getting a little long in the tooth, but hey, Vinton County's still home.
That's it. All right, Jeff. So we're right at.
We are right there. So everyone, we appreciate you again for spending time with us every Wednesday. So for Bob Grillo, Jeff Thacker saying good night and God bless.